Good afternoon. George Heller, West 80 South Pole Farm. It's Wednesday, April 19th. Just got out here. I was kind of in a hurry this morning. I had to go bid a job over a few towns over, so I didn't manage them very well this morning, and they were all out there running around, nibbling off all the little grass, so I had to get them back up here where I unrolled the hay. I mean, they'd rather go nibble that little grass than eat hay. They picked this hay over pretty good, but yeah, they went up there and started nibbling all the grass, so I needed to get up here and got a single strand here for them. That should keep them in. I'm going to try to keep the wind out of you here. Yeah, it's kind of cold out today. It rained a little bit this morning, not very much like they said it was going to. They were calling for 70% chance of rain all day today, and it rained for about an hour. So it's not real dry yet, but if we don't start getting some moisture, it's going to dry out quick. So we started our fencing on the lease the other day. Monday we started that, and we got pretty darn far. We got all the corners and posts up, and we got all the wire in, and what's left now is I've got to bond all the strands together and then energize it. So I'm gonna put some underground. I'll show you. We're gonna walk right into the wind. Sorry, I'll maybe talk louder so you can hear it. So what we got to do is we've got to run some underground hot wire. We'll bond it on here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take some wire and go down and curve it down nice and attach all 5 of these strands together so it's got continuity. And then from there I'll take one of those coated hot wires and I'll put it in conduit, and I'll run the conduit up right at the bottom of the corner post there. And then we'll dig a little trench across, not very deep, like 6 inches or something. Put it in there, and then we'll come right up probably on the back side. So that'd be where's my finger? That side of the corner. Yeah, we got a little bit off on this corner, but it's the way things go when you get in a hurry. But I'm ecstatic about the whole thing. I think it turned out awesome. And it was hard to see that corner down there. We all were trying to eye it. There was like 5 of us, and then the wind kept blowing our poly braid, so we got a little bit of a curve in there, but that's okay. It's all right. The grass will still grow, and the cows will still munch on it. So, so then we decided to put these rope gates on here. So what I did is I just wrapped that. Well, I didn't do it. A friend of mine helped me. He wrapped that rope around the hot wire there, and then we just drilled holes in the side of the H post on the corner or the end brace, and then we just ran it through there, and then we just run it down to this side. And then what we did is we just we drilled some holes on either side of this H post, and we stuck that wire through and twisted it off, and that holds our timeless 1.5-inch post. And what I did is I just flipped it upside down and I cut the bottom off of it, and then to hold it on there we drilled a hole, and then we just clipped the rest of the plastic out at an angle there. And then what you do is you just pull back on that, flip the wire up, don't get your finger in there, and then it just pulls out. Oh, sorry. And that's it. And it's hot. Snapping. Yep. Then when you go to close it, just pop that back in there. You come up here to your top, flip the wire up. I'm doing this one-handed. Get the wire down, slip it down in the notch, push it down. It's not going anywhere. So there you go. There it is. That's a rope gate that we came up with, just using some horse rope and some timeless posts and the end braces and a couple pieces of wire. It worked out pretty darn good. So here's where we're gonna start grazing this new lease. We're gonna start right in here. It's like really awesome soil in here. It's really, really good stuff. Drains like really, really well. So you don't ever have to worry about getting muddy out here. Never gonna have to really worry about getting muddy. So yeah, so that's, look at the fence quick. Still feeding hay. Idea over here is we're gonna try to tighten them up and graze some of this thatch off, or not graze it off. I want to trample it down. I want the hooves to break it up and trample it down. We don't really want to graze the thatch off. We want to leave the carbon on the ground so that we can build a layer of humus up, so we can at least hold a little bit of moisture down when we get some. So we got them here. I don't know if I'm gonna get them over there tomorrow. I gotta go put a couple post footings in on a house we did last fall. That's got to get done so you can finish the porch. So not sure if we're gonna get them moved over there tomorrow. I might be able to get some work done on it. I got some bull calves I need to move home to. You might be able to hear them out there in the distance. But I guess main reason I wanted to shoot this video is we got a little something going on now in September. Been working on it for a little while. We're gonna put a grazing workshop on in September, and we've got Greg Judy's farm manager Isaac Tappinen coming up to speak, and then we've also got Kent Solberg. He's senior technical advisor for Sustainable Farming Association, and he's also works for Understanding Ag. He's going to be here speaking. We're going to do a bunch of topics on grazing, fencing, animal performance, genetics, all sorts of things like that. It's going to be a real good time. We got a sign-up page on Sustainable Farming Association's page, SFA. I'm going to put a link in the description, and then so you can click on that and get signed up if you like. I know there's a few people that I'd like to see here. It's this guy down from Caledonia, Minnesota. I don't know if anybody knows where that is, but it's way down in the banana belt of Minnesota. I think they grow coconuts and bananas and other tropical fruits down there. They just skip the corn and beans, go right to the bananas. Yeah, I think his name is M.N. Greg or something like that. I think he knows who I'm talking about. He's got a pretty cool channel. He's doing some pretty cool stuff. His channel's called Wholesome Family Farms. Him and his wife run the farm. They've got some grass-fed Jersey cows that they milk, and he also works with his dad doing conventional dairy, but he's trying to move towards all grass. He's really pushing. He's real ambitious young man. I think he's doing a great job. So be cool to see him up here. Be pretty neat. Another guy, he's got some cattle too. He's He's down around that Paynesville area. His initials are HRH. I'm not going to elaborate on that. Maybe later. It'd be cool to see him up here too. I think I'd like to get to know that guy a little bit better. He's got some really cool stuff going on. He's an organic crop farmer. He's pretty darn good at it from what I hear. Not quite all the way going. He does a little tillage, but he's got some cool tools to avoid that. He's got this weed zapper. This thing, it's pretty darn cool. Showed me a video of it. That was pretty sweet. But it'd be neat to see him up here too. He's got some cattle, and he put a whole bunch of his land into grass, and he's doing some grazing up there and starting to do some more holistic management. I think he is pretty much doing all holistic management on his animals, if I'm not wrong. But yeah, it'd be pretty neat to see those two come on up. So yeah, I don't know, I'm getting a little long-winded here. We better go and take a look at the cattle a little bit if anybody's still watching here. They're getting close. There's a few of them starting to get puffy on the back end. Definitely looking in good shape. I think I don't see that they're limited at all. I mean, we're looking at the left side, and that cow right there is just beautiful. And she's got two just beautiful heifer calves. One from a year ago, and one from last fall, and one from 2 falls ago. And they're right here. Just look at them and see what kind of stock that cow produces. First one, she's got a little more of the Barzona look to her. She's got a Barzona nose on her, kind of. I really like that. But yeah, the one on the left is 2 falls ago, and the one on the right, that's last August there. She's, I mean, as my buddy Greg would say, knock your eyes out. Knocks your eyes right out. I mean, that's just, she's just, I don't know. She's gonna rival 151, I think, for catching my attention, I think. But yeah, if you want to come and learn about holistic management, adaptive grazing, all that, get signed up on the SFA page. I'll put the link on the description. Go there, get signed up. We're going to serve food both days, lunch. There's a good barbecue place in town. He's going to be providing all the food for lunch. Going to be a classroom discussion the first day. And then at noon we'll eat, and then we'll come out to the farm after we eat. And then that's on Friday, and then Saturday we'll do everything out at the farm and eat at the farm as well. That's September 15th and 16th coming up here in 2023. So yeah, well, if you're still watching, thank you very much, and y'all have a good day.